Here, this is the. This was on CNN. I can't find the video of it anywhere. I can find the transcript. This is correspondent Jeff Zeleny. He says, and I quote. This was day before yesterday on CNN. He said the Clinton campaign has been watching these Wisconsin results come in, and the delegate race, of course, is tight there. But the reality is they're running out of patience, so they're going to begin deploying a new strategy. It's going to be called Disqualify Him, Defeat Him, and then they can unify the party later. And then he goes on to say, for the past several months, the Clinton campaign has been first ignoring Bernie Sanders, then dismissing him. Now they're going to go headlong into him, I'm told, beginning here in the New York primary in 2 weeks on his gun record, on other things. So party unity aside for now, one aide told me that will come later. The Clinton campaign is running out of patience. They want to stop Bernie Sanders and move on to the fall campaign. That was at 11:28 on April 6th. Today is the 7th, so that was yesterday. And I wish I could get the audio to share with you, but in any case, this is, I guess the question is this strategy on the part of the Clinton campaign to discredit, disqualify, and then defeat Bernie Sanders, is it going to work? And in New York or anywhere else? And then, on the other hand, is Bernie's strategy of fighting back, of punching back, basically, and saying, oh, yeah, you think I'm not qualified? Well, I think you're not qualified. In fact, I think you're not qualified because you take money from super PACs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? We have heard that. Well, in fact, this is clip number 4. This is what Bernie had to say about this.
She has been saying lately that she thinks that I am, quote unquote, not qualified to be president. She has been saying lately that she let me just say in response to Secretary Clinton, I don't believe that she is qualified. If she is through her super PAC taking tens of millions of dollars in special interest funds. I don't think that you are qualified if you get $15 million from Wall Street through your super PAC. I don't think you are qualified if you have voted for the disastrous war in Iraq. I don't think you are qualified if you have supported virtually every disastrous trade agreement which has cost us millions of decent paying jobs. I don't think you are qualified if you supported the Panama Free Trade Agreement, something I very strongly oppose and which, as all of you know, has allowed corporations and wealthy people all over the world to avoid paying their taxes.
The problem is that she never said he's not qualified. She just refused to say that he is qualified. Then it was the Washington Post who said she said he was not qualified. That Bernie is, that Bernie read and went off on. So, what comes out of this? Shano found the audio or video of this clip. Here it is.
Jake, that's right. The Clinton campaign has been watching these Wisconsin results come in, and the delegate race, of course, is tight there. But the reality is they're running out of patience. So they're going to begin deploying a new strategy. It's going to be called Disqualify Him, Defeat Him, and then they can unify the party later. For the last several months.
Yeah. Oh, no, we don't need the whole thing. I read it all on the air. So, this is where it all began. And although, basically, obviously, he was reporting in advance before we saw the New York Daily News interview be spun as Senator Sanders being confused and forgetting when he said that Dodd-Frank could break up the big banks, even though that's how you break up the big banks, or that's one of several ways. Actually, Bernie said the president can do it, Dodd-Frank can do it, the Treasury Department can do it. And they said, well, what about the Fed? And he said, well, I'm not really sure if the Fed can or not. And I don't think anybody is, actually. And this is where I think the people who were questioning him themselves didn't know the details.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.